Coming up on Star City News.
As officers checked the area, they located a 22-year-old victim.
A shooting in southwest Lincoln. Tonight, Lincoln police say the armed suspect is still on the loose.
It's the end of an era. One of the world's biggest toy retailers says it's getting ready to go out of business.
And the Husker women's basketball team finds out where they'll play in the NCAA postseason tournament.
These stories and more right now on Star City News.
Live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, Star City News starts now.
Hello and welcome to Star City News. I'm Parker Siza.
And I'm Abby Peterson. Our top story tonight is about a shooting that happened early this morning in southwest Lincoln. Star City's Matt Reynoldsson is standing live in the newsroom with more. Matt?
Thanks, guys. Well, what we know is this happened this morning around 2 a.m. and according to the victim, was the result of a drug deal gone wrong.
This morning, shortly after 2 a.m., an officer was in the area of 8th and Washington when a gunshot could be heard coming from the east. As officers checked the area, they located a 22-year-old victim near 12th and Washington Street with a gunshot wound to the leg.
The victim went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, but said 3 personal belongings valued over $1,000 were stolen from him. He reported the attackers made off with his gold diamond watch, gold necklace, and iPhone 10. The man told police he was attempting to buy drugs from a person he was familiar with and did not specify what went wrong in the transaction. Sands said police found a shell casing near where they found the victim and don't know which of the multiple people involved fired the shot.
We're still working through all the details coming in to determine who shot the victim.
Even so, that prior relationship with the dealer helped the victim give police key information to move forward.
This person was known to the victim and they were able to identify the others involved.
Thanks, Matt. We now turn your attention to Miami, where a pedestrian bridge collapsed, killing multiple people. The incident happened shortly after 2 p.m. Eastern Time on the campus of Florida International University in Miami. The bridge was installed on Saturday, so it was brand new. And according to FIU, the bridge cost $14.2 million. The Miami Herald reports at least 6 people have died and dozens of cars, as you see right there, are trapped under the rubble. Certainly a very terrible situation going on down in Florida.
Well, students at Waverly High School staged a walkout yesterday to protest gun violence. Matt Reynoldsson was there and joins us now at the desk for more. Matt, what can you tell us about what happened at Waverly High yesterday?
Yeah, guys, this statement was actually just one of hundreds across the nation involving school walkouts to protest gun violence in the United States. And all across the country, students walked out of their school buildings and observed 17 minutes of silence to honor the 17 victims lost in last month's Parkland school shooting in Florida. Waverly High School students, teachers, and administrators stood in brisk temperatures Wednesday morning before engaging in a group discussion in the school library. While the national walkout focused on Parkland and the Second Amendment, administrators supported the event to encourage a dialogue specific to Waverly High School and similar communities.
About how many students did
Coming up in Star City
We saw
Sports, we'll take a
probably
look at the
couple
Huskers
hundred
baseball
students out there, which is interesting for those students in Waverly. They definitely made a big statement with this walkout, and LPS will be doing a similar walkout next month to honor the anniversary of the Columbine shooting in Colorado.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, Patrick Combs, a former game day announcer at Memorial Stadium, was convicted today on 3 felony counts related to the theft from a family friend. Prosecutors said in closing arguments, Combs took advantage of Beverly Mosier and her late husband, Harold. In 2014, Combs helped the Mosier create a new will giving all the family's assets to Combs and eliminating all other beneficiaries. Combs is still out on bail. When he's sentenced on May 14th, he could receive up to 40 years in prison.
The Lincoln Police Department is trying to make sure this Saturday, St. Patrick's Day, is a safe one. LPD will have extra officers working the holiday to reduce over-serving at bars and drunken driving. Officers will be doing tavern checks across the city and high-visibility traffic enforcement focused on drunken driving and traffic violations. The department is teaming up with the Nebraska State Patrol, who will have extra troopers out. Now for a first look at weather, we have live shot here of the Capitol building with traffic in the background.
That's right, Parker. It's currently 67 degrees, a little breezy, 22-mile-per-hour winds, but you see sunny skies, so that makes for a nice evening in Lincoln.
Now for a 5-day look at the forecast. It's supposed to cool down as we head into the weekend. There you see 47 degrees tomorrow, down from the 67 that was today. 50 degrees on Saturday, and then a nice day on Sunday, 61 degrees, but Monday it cools down a bit more, 43 degrees, followed by 49 on Tuesday. Coming up next on Star City News, with Lincoln's population growing, firefighters are called to do much more.
And see why standing at work or in the classroom may not be as healthy as you think. That and more coming up next on Star City News.
Get your ice cream fix today from the UNL Dairy Store. The UNL Dairy Store features a great variety of flavors and options and has offered their delicious treats with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln since 1917. The store also features special happy hour prices Monday through Friday. Stop in at the UNL Dairy Store today and enjoy some delicious handmade ice cream. You owe it to yourself.
Ever have trouble traversing the busy streets and sidewalks of Lincoln? The University of Nebraska contracts with StarTran to prevent those transportation headaches. The East, City, and Innovation campuses are all connected through routes that run Monday through Friday during the fall and spring semesters. While low prices are available for all passengers, students, faculty, and staff receive additional deals. All students actually receive an annual bus pass through their student fees. Cut traffic out of your day and experience these convenient services.
The Cat House is a local no-kill cat shelter and adoption center where volunteers pledge to care for and provide a loving home to hundreds of cats every day. The cats are housed in spacious rooms where visitors can interact and play with the cats. Donating to the Cat House provides medical care and helps find these cats a forever home. Located on the corner of 37th and O Street, visit the Cat House today to donate or adopt.
Searching for a college can be challenging. There's so many things to look for. Dorms, campus involvement, classes, and facilities all play a factor. So why not take a campus visit? At UNL, you can sign up for a campus visit Monday through Friday in the morning or the afternoon. All visits include a welcome session, walking campus tour, and an academic appointment with a specific major. We aim to provide the ultimate student experience with every visit, so sign up for your campus visit today.
We'll see you soon!
Visit admissions.unl.edu for information on how to sign up.
Welcome back to Star City News. Lincoln's population has grown by 70,000 residents over the past 20 years. With the rapid growth, Lincoln's Fire and Rescue Department admits it isn't fully equipped to handle the entire city. As a result, life and death may hang in the balance. A Star City News special report by reporter Kellen Hevikin explains the problem and the solution.
A house unlivable.
You know, this was our once upon a time our life.
What's left of the Tischer's belongings are shoved into a hotel room. Everything else for the Tischer family went up in a blaze.
It was very scary, actually. My daughter was right next to me. She immediately started crying.
Lincoln Fire and Rescue responded to a fire Sunday, November 12th near 56th and Pine Lake Road. In situations like this, firefighters have a priority.
Rescue is our first priority, life safety, and how we would access them, get them in, get them out of that environment, and how we would do that.
Life or death comes down to two words: response time. The national standard is 6 minutes, but right now in Lincoln, there are 11,000 homes and businesses where the response time is longer than 6 minutes.
That as new development takes place in the fringe of the city, that development is likely to be more distant from the closest Pizza Hut, the closest Walmart, the closest fire station, the closest police substation.
The Tischer's house is in an area of Lincoln where the response time is more than 6 minutes. However, LFR met that response time, but it took nearly 2 more minutes for the second wave of responders to arrive.
time is of the essence. We need to get there, even if there is a person doing CPR, if no one else comes, that person will not survive.
Lincoln's solution is building 4 new fire stations in growing parts of the city. It's funded by a voter-approved sales tax increase of 1/4 cent. Even with the fix, officials say it can still be costly.
It's a balance in trying to get there at the right time between when development is already there, but it's not so much you're depriving the citizens that live there of service.
As the Tishers wait to go back home in 4 months, there's one thing that keeps Michelle up at night.
Worrying about if I'm going to get pictures back of my kids.
Why is that?
Just because I know that those things are, hard to replace.
For Star City News, I'm Kellen Havikin.
What are agents doing? Soon, a neighboring Omaha City Council Bluffs will find out if it will get a medical marijuana dispensary. The Council Bluffs City Council recently voted 5-0 to bring a dispensary to the city. The Iowa Department of Health will now review the package. If passed and a dispensary is built, only Iowa residents will be able to purchase items from the store. Nebraskans will not be eligible to purchase medical marijuana in the state of Iowa.
Earlier this week, the American Civil Liberties Union of Nebraska sent a letter to the DEA saying that the state may have violated federal controlled substance laws. The letter says the state prison officials may have misled authorities by indicating that 4 execution drugs obtained were intended for medical purposes. On Monday, Governor Pete Ricketts and a prison spokeswoman denied the charges made by the ACLU. You might want to sit down for this story. For years, we've been told sitting for too long is bad, which has led to the popularity of standing desks in offices. But now a new study suggests standing could be just harmful to your productivity as health as sitting. Here's Reed Binion with more on today's Health Minute.
Don't sit at your desk and don't stand either. Instead, take a walk. That's the advice from researchers who looked into the benefits of the popular standing desks. According to a new study published in the journal Ergonomics, standing for too long may be just as harmful to your health as sitting. Here's why. Researchers say standing at your desk for just 2 hours can create discomfort and deteriorating mental reactiveness, which can lead to health issues and impact productivity. The study also found that prolonged standing increases back pain and muscle fatigue. The findings run counter to the notion that standing is better than sitting for a prolonged time. That research is what drove companies to market and sell standing desks as a safer alternative to get computer work done at the office. But a review by a healthcare research group of 20 similar studies on alternatives to sitting could not conclusively prove that standing had enough health benefits to undo sitting's damage. So you can't win if you sit and you can't win if you stand. Researchers suggest doing either in moderation. I'm Reed Binion with today's Health Minute.
And now Danny Burke will give us a look at sports and what's coming up later in the show. Danny.
Coming up in Star City Sports, we'll take a look at the Huskers baseball and softball victories from last night. Then we'll get you ready for the women's basketball team's first-round tournament game on Saturday, plus a recap from Coach Frost's press conference yesterday. I'll have all of that and more coming up.
The Capital Humane Society offers a wide variety of pets. From cats and dogs to rabbits and reptiles, the Capital Humane Society will help you find the right pet. With private rooms, you are allowed to meet and play with the animal of your choice. The Capital Humane Society offers adoption fees that are half the cost of a pet store. Call the Humane Society at 402-441-4488 or visit their website, capitalhumanesociety.org, for more information on pets that are currently available.
For a touch of the outdoors, come on down to the UNL Outdoor Adventure Center and Bike Shop. Come enjoy a climb on our fun indoor rock wall. Visit the bike shop for bike rentals and repairs. On top of that, the Outdoor Adventure Center also offers many other outdoor activities and trips throughout the year, such as camping, hiking, and canoeing. The Outdoor Adventure Center is located on the beautiful UNL campus with friendly and knowledgeable staff who are ready to help. For more information, go to the Outdoor Adventure Center website or call them at 402-472-4777.
Huskers Helping Huskers Pantry Plus is an on-campus pantry at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, offered to students in need. This is a resource for students who struggle with food or shelter insecurity, providing food, hygiene, and school supplies. Located on the third level of the Student Union, all you need to access the pantry is your student in card. Want more information on donations or using the pantry? Please visit our website or come on up and see us.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Visit the Education Abroad office or go online to find out more information. Education Abroad. Go big, go abroad.
Welcome back to Star City News. Today, the Trump administration posted new sanctions on the Russian interference from the 2016 election. Currently, it's the largest action taken by President Trump against Russia since he took office. The sanctions are targeted at 5 Russian organizations and 19 individuals. It will block them from traveling into the United States and freeze any assets they may have with American business. Russia is also under fire for its apparent role in a nerve gas attack on a former Russian spy and his daughter on British soil. Since that attack, Trump has received increased pressure to be more assertive regarding Russia. It's undetermined whether today's sanctions and the nerve gas attack are related.
In Washington, the House passed a bill Wednesday to increase school security 1 month after 17 died in a Florida high school shooting. The bill provides $50 million a year for training teachers, students, and law enforcement on how to identify threats and violence. Metal detectors in schools will also be funded to locate any threats. The House passed the bill 407 to 10. The bill now goes to a Senate for vote.
3 packages containing explosives were sent to 3 different homes in Austin, Texas over the course of 10 days. Austin Police Chief Brian Manley said the 3 blasts are related incidents that were not delivered by U.S. mail. The Austin NAACP said the 2 victims were members of prominent African American families in Austin, though no suspect has been arrested.
It's the end of a road for Toys R Us. The iconic toy retailer says it's selling more clothing in all its own U.S. stores. The news comes 6 months after Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy and 2 months after announcing plans to close nearly 200 stores. Toys R Us has been in business for 70 years, and at one time it was America's leading toy retailer. But the chain has been battered in recent years by big box competitors like Walmart and Target, as well as online retail giants like Amazon. A certain superhero movie keeps blasting past box office barriers. And if you like the music of the movies, we have a couple of stories for you. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
I've seen aliens drop from the sky. Yeah. But I have never seen anything like this.
There's still no stopping Black Panther. The Marvel mega hit has passed The Dark Knight Rises to crack the top 20 on the all-time worldwide box office chart. And the film figures to climb even higher. It's been out for less than a month.
I just need one thing first, and then it's just us, music, and the road.
Music was a huge part of Baby Driver, and now there's more in store. The film's writer-director Edgar Wright posted this promo for Baby Driver Volume 2, The Score for a Score, featuring more music from the 2017 movie, remixes, dialogue excerpts, and more. The album is due out April 13th.
Something inside me has always been there.
Star Wars The Last Jedi is hitting home video with plenty of special features, including one especially dear to director Rian Johnson. DVD buyers who use the free Movies Anywhere app can watch the whole film without dialogue or other audio, just John Williams' score. Johnson posted on Twitter, "I really wanted to put this out. He wanted it, you got it." In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Coming up next on Star City News, Danny Burke recaps a tough night for Nebraska basketball.
And Nebraska football coach Scott Frost spoke to the media about starting practice tomorrow. That and more coming up next at Star City Sports.
People are tired of listening to the same old sports shows. We'll be tired no longer and tune into the Second String on KRNU 2. Join hosts Alex Fernando.
Listen,
The Big Ten will not have a team in the playoffs.
And Nate Muehlbach. Don't know why we're discussing this. The Warriors are the best basketball team of all time.
As we bring you all the info and news from around the sporting world. So tune into the second string, Mondays at 7, only on KRNU2. For over 28 years, the Lincoln Children's Museum has been creating playtime for thousands of kids and their families. Children can create, discover, and learn through the power of play. The Lincoln Children's Museum also offers several programs and camps throughout the year, located in the heart of downtown on P Street. Come have fun at the Lincoln Children's Museum.
Explore Morrill Hall, located on the UNL campus.
The Nebraska Repertory Theater creates innovative theatrical experiences to ignite the imagination, challenge the heart, promote an inclusive community, and inspire the next generation of theater artists. Shows include the 2004 Tony Award-winning musical Avenue Q, a showcase of future rep actors, directors, and designers. Join us for the first annual Reps Rising Stars. And finally, an adaptation of William Golding's classic novel, The Lord of the Flies. For more information and tickets to upcoming shows, visit www.nebraskarep.org.
Welcome into Star City Sports. I'm Danny Burke. Well, the Nebraska men's basketball team season has come to an end. After missing out on the NCAA tournament, the Huskers were placed as a 5 seed in the NIT. The Big Red then traveled down to Starkville, Mississippi to battle against Mississippi State, where they fell 66-59. But on the bright side, Nebraska still has one basketball team alive and ready to make a run in the Big Dance. You see the Nebraska women's basketball team celebrating right there after being placed as a 10 seed, and now they'll face off against the 7th seed Arizona State. The Sun Devils come into the game finishing 6th in the Pac-12 with an overall record of 21-12. And of course, the Huskers stroll in, ending up 6th in the Big Ten with a 21-10 record. The Sun Devils and Huskers will square up Saturday at 2:30 in Austin, Texas. And moving on to Husker football, where yesterday's spring press conference left Husker fans eager to begin this season. But first, Nebraska has spring practice and the spring game to look forward to, and head coach Scott Frost seems pretty content with the outlook of the team.
Players have adjusted well. We've gotten a lot of buy-in from the players, a lot of effort out of the players. I see a lot of excitement. This isn't Navy SEAL Hell Week. We have one SEAL on the team, and I'll be anxious to talk to him about it because I don't think this will come close. Our practices are fun. The guys are going to enjoy them. We're just going to get a lot done in a shorter amount of time than most people do. They don't need to be yelled at. They need to be taught the right way to do it so it doesn't happen again. And once you take away that fear of what might happen if you make a bad play, it really frees you up to go make great plays. So I want our team to always play with a desire to excel and no fear of failure.
Is that something you took from Coach Osborne?
Well, the Nebraska baseball team posted a strong outing at Hawks Field on Wednesday, winning 14-2 over Northern Colorado. The Huskers and the Bears split their 2 games set after UNC won Tuesday 6-3. Scott Schreiber had himself a heck of a day right here as you see him take this one to deep center. That would be his first of 2 home runs. He went 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs. And then right here takes that one deep to left, no doubt about it. And then junior right-hander Mike Waldron made his first start of the season and earned the win in the 3 1/3 inning he pitched, only giving up one run while recording 5 strikeouts. The Huskers continue their homestand this weekend with 3 games against Northwestern State starting Friday at 4 p.m. And the Huskers softball team also got some work done on Wednesday as well. Nebraska went 2-0 on the day, winning the first game 8-2, and then getting the mercy rule for the second game. In that second game, Nebraska scored 7 runs in the third inning to gain a comfortable lead over South Dakota State, and then they never looked back. The Big Red went on to win the game 12-3 thanks to some solid offense. You see Allie Riley right here slap this one up the middle. She'd finished the game with 2 RBIs, and then Tristan Edwards also had a really strong day at the plate, going 2 for 3 with 2 runs, and then this huge hit right here. This one, no doubt about it, right center field off the wall. Kaylin Jablonski picked up her second win of the day, pitching 4 innings and just giving up 3 runs on 4 hits. And then to end the game, Olivia Farrell shuts it out. She came in to close it. Last play of the game right there, and the Huskers sealed the deal. And they are back at it this weekend at the Easton Invitational in Fullerton, California. The first game will be Friday at 2:30 against Grand Canyon. And now on to today's play of the day. We take you out to Sacramento, where De'Aaron Fox and the Kings down by 2 to the Heat. Fox gets it up and makes it over 3 defenders to send it into overtime. The Kings would go on to win that game 123-119 over the Miami Heat.
He gets the game winner in South Florida and sends this.
Thanks, Danny. Coming up next in Star City News, we give you a final look at weather.
And one woman from Australia had a catch of a lifetime. That and more coming up after break.
Established in 1978, KZUM has been the voice of the Lincoln community for more than 40 years.
From humble 10-watt beginnings to streaming worldwide, this nonprofit radio station provides talk, news, and music programming of all genres.
KZUM has over 90 volunteer programmers, giving a voice to the Lincoln community.
To learn how you can program your own show, visit kzum.org.
Like us on Facebook to keep up with the upcoming events of many kinds.
Located at Henslick Hall is UNL's Pixel Lab. At the Pixel Lab, UNL students and faculty can take advantage of professional-grade print services. For major projects, normal printers simply will not do. They lack the sizes, materials, and resources the Pixel Lab can provide. Simply save your project as a PDF and head over to Henslick Hall. You're important, and so is your work. Open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 o'clock, the Pixel Lab team is staffed with helpful employees ready to assist you. For your next project, be sure to stop by the Pixel Lab.
Thousands of Nebraskans face homelessness every year. The most requested items at homeless shelters are socks. But a group of Lincoln skateboarders are working to change that. Skate for Change is a program dedicated to taking action by combining skateboarding and outreach. Through Skate for Change, young skaters have the opportunity to give back to their community. Whether it's cleaning parks or delivering socks and hygiene kits to the homeless, Skate for Change is here to empower individuals to become positive influences. Join the cause at skateforchange.org.
Welcome back to Star City News. In Australia, a 68-year-old woman's afternoon fishing with her son turned into quite the memory when she reeled in a massive haul.
That's right. It was an early morning on the coastline of Lancelin, a town about 100 miles north of Perth. Sue Elcock enjoying some family time on the holidays from the UK when suddenly there was a nibble on the line.
Measuring 162 centimeters, the giant bass grouper is 5 centimeters taller than Sue herself. Here's what she had to say following the catch.
Obviously, I don't go fishing in England. I play golf because it was the hand that's underneath is like actually in one of the gills trying to hold it on my lap, but it was, you just couldn't get hold of it. It was so big.
I mean, Abby, have you ever caught a fish or even seen a fish that's that big?
No, I have not. I know I go fishing all the time with my grandpa, and I catch the little sunnies or maybe some medium-sized bass, but nothing ever that big for sure.
167 pounds. That's
crazy.
We have a quick final look at weather for you. The 5-day forecast. Currently, right now in Lincoln, it is 67 degrees. Sunny skies out there. We just saw live shots earlier of the capital city. All the traffic going around there. It's beautiful out in Lincoln right now. Go enjoy your afternoon, though it is a bit breezy. But coming forward on Friday, temperatures are going to dive down a little bit. 47 degrees on Friday than it was today. 50 degrees on Saturday. A little windy, though, on Saturday as well. Sunday, better, partly cloudy skies, 61 degrees, and then it's supposed to dip down as we get into Monday and Tuesday. But overall, I mean, spring, it looks like it's closer. It's getting on the way.
I'm excited.
All right, well, that's it for Star City News today. I'm Parker Siza.
And I'm Abby Peterson. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Don't sit at your desk and don't stand.